Peace, 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 and high frequencies, y'all. I want to talk about Black Adam, y'all. I went and saw Black Adam yesterday. And it had a lot of synchronicities in it of some things that have been going on in my life and my reality that I've created, and possibly the reality that you all have created. These folks, Hollywood, sneaky, tricky, y'all. And it was an initiation in the shit, baby. It was a lot going on in Black Adam. But one of the things that stood out, you all know I did the video. I think that was sometime last week, where I was trying to shoot electricity out of my hands. Yeah, I remember that when I was like, shh. And it's so funny, like in the movie, he was like this electric being. Like Black Adam was electricity. And so I don't want to spoil alert, y'all. I'm sorry. If you haven't seen Black Adam, I'm going to be giving you all parts of what Black Adam was to me from my perspective on different parts that stuck out to me. And how it relates to this reality that I've created in this world. So if you ain't seen it yet and you don't like movies to be spoiled for you, then I don't suggest you continue watching the rest of this video because I might spoil it for you. But one of the things, and I recently got on a lot of the Marvel and DC comics, and of course, I told you I've been looking at Sandman. A lot of the stuff they've been putting out in Star Wars, I love Star Wars, but a lot of the things that they have been putting out in Hollywood is related to us as beings and who we are. It was so much symbolism in it yesterday, and I was just sitting there and like, okay, I got to watch this shit again. So first of all, one of the things is that Black Adam, to me, I told you all, for me, Black is the Wu Wei. Black is the nothingness. Black is the beginning of all things. Black is black is black. And I ain't talking about sometimes like when people say black, they talking about like me. I'm not black. My nails, look, these nails, this black. All right. My skin tone shows the fact that I'm some type of hybrid. I ain't the original black. I ain't the original black melanin that I was before. I have been in previous lives. But this is black. Okay, the black, the original black color. Okay, is this dark color here. So that was my first detection for the movie. I was like, okay, black, that's the nothingness, that's from which all things are created and exist. And then we think about Adam. Now, Adam can be, of course, we have energy. From energy, then we have molecules. From molecules, we have cells, and then we have atoms, okay? So when we're thinking about Black Adam, we are thinking about the origination from which all things exist. Going from black is almost saying it again, and it's even the electricity or the electric energy. When I went in and going in to look up what's Adam, what's an atom, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I want to look up what they have written down as atom and what an atom is. Okay, so a central nucleus that's surrounded by one or more negatively charged electrons. The nucleus is positively charged and contains one or more relatively heavy particles known as protons and neutrons. Atoms are the basic building blocks of all matter. Black Adam, the basic building blocks of everything that exists here in this realm. So, and then of course his original name was Teth Adam. So, I'm thinking about Teth. I'm thinking about tether, you Teth tethering, like you're tethered to someone or something or connected to. So Teth Adam, connected to the atom, connected to, the origination from which all matter comes from. Okay. So I'm just like, okay, I'm in the movies, y'all, but I'm in there listening and seeing everything break down. Now, one of the things that I had and that I have with all the movies that are supposed to be in Egypt is what these people look like. Okay. And for one, I don't know if you all saw my dream last year where I infiltrated this Arabic man's home and I had to disguise myself as a blue being. If you haven't seen that, I'm gonna tag it here, y'all. That dream was something serious. I had to disguise myself as a blue being to be able to go into this Arabic man's home because he was holding information and secrets. And going into that, what I'm connecting it to is the fact that when they do these movies on ancient Egypt, now before, and this is one thing that I noticed yesterday, when they used to have movies on ancient Egypt, back when they would do what was it? Cleopatra. I think Elizabeth Taylor was Cleopatra, White as Snow. And then they would have all of the ancient Egyptians would be white people. Okay. So now we have this new thing, this, diversity and inclusion, and people are well, they are, the opposition is trying to seem as if they are really trying to change their ways, which is funny. But in the movie, I was like, the Arabic people were represented as ancient Egyptians. Now, Black Adam had been put into like this prison by these wizards for 5,000 years, right? So I'm thinking, okay, Black Adam, hence the name, he comes from, from which all things exist and originate, and Adam, and he was in Egypt 5,000 years ago. And I'm just like, okay, they never want to go and allow these people to be the color that they should be. And so one of the wizards, I forgot his name. He used to be married to Russell Simmons' ex-wife, the Asian lady. But anyway, he was in there. And so he was one of the wizards. And, he's black. He's beautiful black skin tone. But all the people in Egypt were Arabic. And now we do know, like, even when we go to Egypt and when we choose to visit Egypt, or people choose to, go back and look at the pyramids of Giza, all the people there now are Arabic. These are not the original people of Egypt. These are the people who came in, infiltrated, stole, killed, blew up stuff. These are not the original Cometians, should I say, instead of Egyptians. These are not the original Cometians. These are no way, shape, form, or fashion people who are supposed to be occupying this land. But within Hollywood, just because they never want to give us our rightful place of giving us our credit for who we are, they give it to the Arabics. So the Arabics, of course, is played by The Rock. And of course, The Rock, the way he look, he can play anything. He can be biracial, he can be Arabic, he can be Hawaiian, Samoan, whatever. So he's, of course, Black Adam, which in my mind was a poor choice of persons, but it is what it is. And so he's representing Black Adam. Now he has this electricity that, especially when he gets angry, this electricity first comes out from his eyes, his hands, and his whole body is just electric. And he can electrify anything and everything and burn it down when he gets angry. Now, from the 3D perspective, Black Adam is like the dark side of Shazam. So he is the dark energy of he wants to kill everybody. He's not, listening to anybody. He wants to pretty much do what because even in the movie they were saying, you're not. They had the justice team come in, and they were coming in to actually get Black Adam because Black Adam was awakened from his prison underground by someone who needed his help. One of people who, and it made it seem like she was in his lineage, his bloodline, but she was able to say the word and awaken him, and then he's back up and he just going ham, y'all. He don't give a fuck. Y'all trying to kill somebody in my bloodline, so I'm killing all of y'all. And so even though they call him Black Adam, which they're saying like Black Adam is someone who's dark, they try to equate the black with the negative side. Now, I saw Black Adam more as balance. I saw Black Adam as this is someone who's restoring the balance back where it's supposed to be. Because when you watch the movie, you'll see how he was given those powers by using the word Shazam. Which is a magical word anyway. By utilizing that word Shazam, he was given these powers from his son. Remember, I told y'all, spoiler alert. If you ain't never watched it, then don't listen any further, please, if you still listen. And he was given these powers by using the word Shazam. Now, they were saying the wizards who actually created this energy through these stones. Now, it's always stones, just like with what's that? Avengers with Thanos and these stones. It's always some stones, right? So this blue stone held this energy. His son gave the energy to his father. His father ended up being Black Adam, given this power from his son to restore balance in his homeland. Because people try to come to homeland, just take over, kill, make them work as slaves, all of that. He was like, y'all are working us as slaves. We did this. We deserve this. We don't deserve a king. Even at the end of the movie, he slammed down the throne. He was like, no, they don't need this. I'm here to serve the people. He was there to restore balance. But they made him look as if he was just somebody that just wanted to kill. No, he was somebody that wasn't listening to y'all bullshit as Matrix. And he's decided to use his energy. He's like, I'm a god. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with me because I'm a god. I'm shooting electricity out of my eyes, my hands. I can zip. I can move fast. I can levitate. This man is showing us all the powers that we have within ourselves. Now, the other champion, he was set up, Black Adam was set up from the wizards. His energy came from them. But because the wizards were saying he wasn't utilizing his powers the way they wanted him to, they actually put him in a prison underground. They kind of like did that little magic thing, put him in prison. His bloodline said the word Shazam, brought him back alive. Now, this is a part of the movie that got me too. Once they actually thought that the fight was over and Shazam had Black Adam had did his part. Black Adam decided to be like, hey, I'm gonna say Shazam, I'm gonna go back to being a regular peasant slave man, and I'm gonna release the power because you all say I'm killing people and I'm trying to do good. I'm just gonna be a regular person. I ain't supposed to have these powers anyway. He gave him the whole story on how his son actually gave him the powers anyway, and he really ain't supposed to have this anyway. So I go back to being this regular peasant, slave Egyptian man. So he says the word. He goes back into his brother clothes. He ain't Black Adam no more. They take Black Adam, or who he was as a slave man, back down underwater, y'all. They take him down underwater. This is another thing that I was looking at. They take him and put him back. They put him underwater. If you all see the movie, this is one of the key parts I really looked at. I was like, God damn. They take Black Adam. Well, he wasn't Black Adam anymore. He was a regular man. They take him back. They give him over to, I don't know who this lady was they gave him back over to, y'all. I don't even know who the lady was. But they give his body back over to her. When they give his body back over to her, she puts this muzzle on his face where he can breathe underwater, but his body oh god damn, y'all, this shit so fucking crazy. They know the shit. Hey, I'm about to get it out though. They put his body in this capsule underwater with the muzzle on his mouth so he can still breathe or whatever, but his body is frozen. It's not frozen like ice, but it's still, he can't move. His body is still frozen underwater in this capsule with this muzzle on his face, right? So he said he never wants to be able to say, where's Shazam again? They said you won't be. So they give his body over, they put him in this capsule, put the muzzle on his face. Now, as the camera is zooming out, y'all, from him being in this capsule with the muzzle and just frozen. You remember y'all had the dream last week where the bodies were frozen. We was trying to free these people. These bodies look like our bodies from this location. We was trying to free. It was opposing forces. In the movie, Black Adam decides he don't want to do that no more. He ain't saying Shazam. But as the camera zooms out, they're showing other capsules of people who are frozen in these capsules with these muzzles on their face. So in my mind, I'm just like, who the fuck is all the rest of these peoples in these eggs, in these muzzles on their mouth underwater? But this the fucking kicker part, y'all. When they was going in, down under the water, I kid you not, the aircraft that they were in, it was showing before they got underwater this cascade of mountains and ice. Is this Antarctica? What y'all really trying to say? Then the aircraft goes down underwater. They shoot underwater. They leave his body now, and they end up in a place where you can breathe like it's air, it's not water. They give him over to this lady. She has other capsules of people in there. They shoot out of the water, leave Black Adam there, and then they show this cascade of mountains with ice and snow all over it. So I'm like, why they have to go to like Antarctica to deliver the body, and then it's underwater? So much motherfucking symbolism. So I'm like, okay, I'm here. So now you know, one of the Justice team, he got telepathy. He's the champion for the demons. Because in the whole movie, when you see it, it's they're fighting to have this crown. The champion for the demon is a man whose bloodline was from the other king who Black Adam initially killed 5,000 years ago. His body never really dies. The demons resurrect him to be their champion. The man who has telepathy goes into the subconscious of Black Adam to try to wake him up. Black Adam comes out. He in his regular body, though. He not in his God body. He in his regular body. He ain't in his God body. He fighting off the guards. He like, fuck this shit. I gotta go fight for my country. Woo, woo, woo. He gets out, swims in the water, and he pulls the muzzle off. By the time the muzzle comes off, he's flown to the top of the water, almost like, you know, the savior. He's just flown on top of the water. And then he's recollecting everything that's happened before. He's seeing things. And then he says the word Shazam again, the magical word. And then he goes back into fighting the demon champion for his country. But y'all got to see the movie. I really want y'all to see the movie if you haven't, if you go to the movies, if you pull it up on Fire Stick, because I'm going to watch it again when it comes out on Fire Stick, because it's not so much of the small things they have going on. It's really looking at, from those of us who are enlightened to a higher level, looking at all of the symbolism, and then we're looking at the initiation processes, and we're looking at so many other things that they're telling us, because they have to tell us. The whole thing is they have to say it jokingly, or they'll put it in a movie or satire or something like that, but they have to share the information. And if you have an eye to see and you really know what's going on, you see this shit going on. Black Adam underwater. He got these powers. They're trying to make him as this dark energy. He's electric. He's an electric being. His name is Black Atom. Now, one of the things that the wizard said, this was really big for me in the movie. Because I'm just like, how the fuck they gonna call this man Egyptian? And they using all the ancient Cometian words. So Black Adam, to go to Black Adam Wizards, when he was given his powers. Now he was given the powers. His son transferred the powers over to him. This is one of the things that the wizard said. The wizard gives Teth Adam, I already told y'all what Teth Adam, the power to become the superhero Mighty Atom by speaking the name Shazam, an acronym for Mighty Atom's power. That's what Shazam is, they say. The stamina, this is what the powers gives him. The stamina of Shu, the swiftness of Horus, the strength of Aman, the wisdom of Zehuti, which is Tehuti and Thoth, the power of Atan, and the courage of Mihin. This is what they say in the movie. So when they say this in the movie and the wizard's giving him the power, I'm just like, this ancient Cometian that y'all try to switch up a little bit. But this is really what it is. So really, he's all powerful. He's omniscient. He's omnipresent. He's everything. He is me. He is all of us. We are Black Adam, right? And they're talking about all of the energies that reside within us. If you go up the tree of life to Amen, they say they give him the strength of Aman. Really, Amen. All right, the power of Atan. You know, we can go into Harukahuti, the wisdom of Zehuti. We know the wisdom is Thoth and Tehuti. The swiftness of Haru or Horus. So they go into all of this, and this is said, they state this in the fucking movie, y'all. So who gives Black Adam his powers? They said 5,000 years ago, Teth Adam was given his power by the wizards and got his powers passed on to him by his son. His son's name was Harut in the movie. Harut, H-U-R-U-T, Harut. And when I hear that, I thought about Haruti or Haruti or Harukahuti. So the Harukahuti energy. But they're using a lot of ancient Cometian information in the movie. Also, Sebek. Forgot about that part. I'm glad I'm looking at this in here because this is bringing back a whole lot of information from the movie. Sebek receives his from the rock of finality. So the rock of eternity, just as Shazam and Black Adam received their powers from the rock of eternity, Sebek. Now Sebek, as they saying it as S-A-B-A-A-C. We know in the tree of life from the Medu Neter, from ancient Kemet, from the Pot Neteru, from Kemet, that it is Sebek, S-E-B-E-K. We know, if y'all are familiar with the energy of Sebek, because all of this, the whole movie was just talking about energies. If you're familiar with the energy of Sebek, Sebek can be that logical, that the color red and black, the left side of the brain. It can be dark if it's not actually utilized right. And that's kind of like the energy that they kind of try to talk about, sensual in nature, Sebek energy. They called him Sabak, S-A-B-A-A-K. In the movie, they call him Sebek. Now, Sebek was the one that I told you that his bloodline in the movie was connected to the original king who had the crown that died. He got the crown. They thought his body was dead, but the demons resurrected his body, gave him the crown. Then he becomes this all-powerful, big, red demon energy, actually destroying the earth with fire. This is in the movie. He destroying the earth with fire. He can shoot fire from his hands, from his body. He can just shoot it out. That was Sebek. Then was Sebak, they called him, but it's Sebek, just like Sebek on the Tree of Life, y'all, on Paut Neteru in the Pout of Dendera. That's the name of Pout of Dendera. I don't know why I said, but Pout Neteru is a tree of life from Kemet. And then you have Black Adam. Black Adam, remember, he received all of these powers from the wizards, but the energy he shoots out is electricity. His electricity energy is far way more powerful than Sebek, because Sebek only has fire. Plus, remember when I read to you all of the energy he was endowed with from the wizards. So he's way more powerful. You know, he even said, I'm a god. He was like, y'all can't get rid of me. I'm a fucking god. Like, what the fuck? You can't get rid of me. I'm Black Adam. I'm a fucking god, bruh. Like, I love it. So yeah, that was the movie, y'all. I freaking love it, especially since I just had this dream last week about shooting electricity out of my hands. When I had that dream shooting electricity and trying to shoot that electricity out of my hands, and then going to see Black Adam, seeing him shoot electricity out of his hands, seeing his eyes turn electric, just all of that shit, and then looking at all the symbolism of being in Antarctica, going underwater, them showing all these pods of bodies that they have set up underwater. And see, this is a fucking thing. Even in the movie, when they unleashed hell on Earth through Sebek, they unleashed it here from the sky. Now, a lot of people always think hell is underground, right? That it's going to be hell is down below. Like, I don't even know if it's taught in church or whatever, or if it's in the Bible. I don't really know. But they always talk about how hell is below us or down below, like cracking underneath the earth, and that's hell, like the pit of hell. But actually, and they showed it in the movie, that hell was opened up the sky. And the hell, fire and everything was released when Sebek came down. Fire came from out of the parting of the sky. It was like the sky opened up. Now, even in biblical speaking, y'all, I think it's in Revelations. They talk about, when God comes back, he's going to open up the clouds and he's going to descend down on earth. What God y'all talking about? Then, when they show when they show Black Adam arose from the water. He came up out of the water, remember? He came out of the pod. He got out of the pod. We gonna get out of the pod, y'all. We waking up. Wake up, 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 wake up. He came out of the pod, fighting all these guards that's trying to hold him in the pod, into the water, and he arose out of the water to restore balance on the planet for his country. Y'all tell me that ain't no motherfucking symbolism. And if you all have had any type of connection with being in a pod, being frozen, it's something there. I really want to discuss that more with y'all. Shout out to Divine Connection 228. Divine Connection 228, y'all, has had some experiences like that before, and we're going to talk soon about that. But the pod shit is real. Even on a trip before, I remember going on the trip, and the trip, I think I probably did like 3 grams or something. It wasn't a whole lot. But I remember seeing myself in this room, and they had the TV playing, but the TV was scrambled. You know how when the TV scrambled and it's just like black and white shit. I'm sitting there watching the old box TV with the scramble. And it was like I was coming into awareness that I was in there and I wanted to get out. But there was this energy that was floating around, making sure that nobody got out of their pod. And I felt as if I did get out of my room or that pod, that something would happen. I'll be attacked. And it's similar to Black Adam when he got out of his pod and he was fighting the guards who was trying to keep him in the pod. and he arose out of the water on to restore balance on earth. And Sebek, the fiery energy, the clouds separated and fire came down on earth. Right? So a lot of people always think about the pit of hell is down there, but this is the pit of hell. He came down. So even in Revelations, what God are they talking about that is coming down on earth? Um, you know, blowing the trumpet and all the rest of that stuff. And they said that he's coming back. He's coming back for his people. He's gonna come down from the sky in Revelations. I want to, man, I got the scripture is not clear in my head right now. Let me look it up because descending down from the clouds. Let's see. That's in the King James version, I'm sure. Descending down low, he comes with clouds descending. Let's see, what is this? This in Revelations, I know. Revelation. Behold, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him. And they that pierced him and all the tribes of the earth shall mourn over him. Even so. Then I saw another mighty angel coming down. This might be it. Then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven. He was robed in a cloud with a rainbow above his head. His face was like the sun, and his legs were like fiery pillars. His legs was like fiery pillars. Interesting. And the other one says, Then I saw another mighty angel coming down from the heaven, surrounded by a cloud with a rainbow over his head. His face shone like the sun, and his feet were like pillars of fire. All of them got pillars like that. And then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven, wrapped in a cloud with a rainbow over his head, and his face was like the sun, his legs like pillars of fire. All of them say all of these different, let's see, King James says, and I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud and a rainbow above his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. Interesting. So take that how you wilt. Oh, but that was Black Adam, y'all. The movie, for me, I saw so much fucking symbolism in it. So much in it. You have to go see it. Definitely a great movie to look at. I'm gonna look at it again. And it has nothing to do with these actors were magnificent. It had nothing to do with that. But it's all about the storyline that they put that's actually giving us the information of what and who we are. And we're getting to the point where we are waking up, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying all aspects of the awakening. I'm still going through an awakening process, y'all. And what's beautiful about this awakening process of being in alignment with the divinity that is within me, and then understanding my mission is that things are coming into an alignment for me, and not from an egotistical perspective, not from a perspective of this is what I want to receive on this earth for riches or fame or for earthly materialistic gain, but more so for the fact of this helps me be able to help others and all of us be able to come into awakening, because our goal and our whole mission here is for the awakening here on this planet. And then we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor, not just to be here and toil. All right. We ain't supposed to be here and just completely toil, but we're supposed to help the awakening of our others that are on the missions, other star seeds and light beings that are here on this mission, for us to come into a full awakening of our powers. And once we do that, we can raise up the frequency and the vibration on this planet, and then we'll be able to utilize more of those superpowers. And one of the superpowers that we have going on right now, y'all, that anybody can tap into is the power of instant manifestation, It's very clear and it's very easy, but the one thing you have to do, and I was talking to somebody today on doing this, is maintain one clear, direct focus. Your focus you can't have focus scattered all over the damn place. You can't be like, oh, I gotta do this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You can't do that. So you have to have a streamlined focus on your manifestation. What is at the top tier of your pyramid that you want to bring forth into this reality? What does that look like? All right. If that's your health, then focus on your health. If that's abundance or a job, focus on that. If it's healing for your family, focus on that. If it's your career, job, focus on that. Whatever it is, you have to focus only on that. You cannot waver and start to nickel and dime all of your focuses, because everything is going to be sporadic. You're not going to streamline your energy until we build our frequency up. We can't spread it out thin. And so I saw this with myself last week. I did something because I like to use music and dance to bring in things that I need into my life. And I did it one day. I think it was Thursday. Yep, I did it Thursday. The very next day, the what I wanted came through on Friday. I was like, damn, that was quick. And when I was doing it, I was intentional. And I wasn't really just drowning myself in the energy. I put the music on, I listened to it, I set my intention, because music changes your vibration and your frequency. So it's very, very powerful. If you all want to couple that with dance, especially women, utilizing and moving the lower chakras, that's really good. The lower dantian, moving that energy with the music, then you're able to bring forth what you want to in a matter of moments. It didn't take me long. It was like 24 hours and bam, it appeared. And so doing that really, really works. You don't need nobody call themselves a shaman to do the work for you. You don't need no spell. You don't need, we're in the energy right now. You don't need nobody to do nothing for you, but you are powerful. If you're watching this channel and you are watching this video right now, you're powerful. You're a powerful person. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Don't look outside of you. You have the power to bring forth whatever you want. And if you're not clear on what you want, then ask for the divine within you and from your highest self that's outside of you, from the divinity that works outside of you, that's of your highest good, to give you clarity so you know what exactly you need to do to bring forth those things. It'll come to your awareness. It'll give you that information. But yeah, y'all, that was Black Adam. Hopefully you all get a chance to go see it. Continue, y'all, to work your magic, because we are in the energy of just definitely working that damn magic, y'all. Man, I've been working the hell out of mine, and I love it. But thank you so much for tuning in, for those who came in live with me. And I'm gonna put the link to the video, the dream that I had last year of me infiltrating the Arabics home, but I had to make myself into being a blue being. I'm gonna go in and find it. It was a pretty cool dream. It was pretty cool. But yeah, the Arabics did not occupy Egypt, and I'm so sick of them showing Arabic people as, the original Cometians. They are not. They are not the original Cometians at all. Whew, they ain't. And I'm so tired of seeing them. They keeping me from even wanting to go to Egypt. I don't even want to go to Egypt because the people there now don't even look like me. And just like KRS once said, they take you through the part where the thieves and blew off, and that's where they're going to take you through. I don't even want to go. I don't need to go through this shit. I done been to Kemet before. I don't need to go through this shit. I can summons Kemet. I can summons the pyramids of Giza. I've been inside the pyramids, y'all. And I don't have to get on the flight to do it. And you can too. You can be inside the pyramids. I've been in the motherfuckers. And I was like, damn. When I woke up, I was like, God damn. I was in one hall. I don't know if I even did a video on this. But I know on the Discord a couple of years ago, I was talking to them about it. But I was in one part where I was in this hall, and there were other hetero energies, and but they were photos and pictures um, of these women, like in hieroglyphs, that shared the same hetero energy as I did. And I was dancing in these halls, but it was lit with candles. Like that whole hall that I was occupying space, and I was dancing and moving and utilizing my Oshun hetero energy. It showed all of those other women who held that same energy, who were a part of my my divineness. I don't even want to say DNA. They were just a part of my divine energy. And we all are connected. And I was dancing in that hallway, summoning that energy, but it was lit by candles. It was lit by candles. But yeah, and then I went up these stairs, and then I met with which is my ex from high school, which is always in my dream. But I met with him, and he was like, um, my he it was like he held a ranking or something. I don't even want to say king, but he held some type of ranking. But he was trying to go against me and kill me. But before he could kill me, I killed him. Women, we some powerful warriors, baby. And a lot of that women king, although I'm not gonna see it, we are women and we are king. We have been warriors for a long, long time. And it have been men in previous lifetimes who were this is what I'm going to say. It has been masculine energies in previous lifetimes existences who were, for lack of better words, jealous of the connection and the energy that we hold to the divine. And they wanted to summons that. And that's why that energy has been suppressed through so many different religions, because it was a jealousy. Instead of working with us, in which we created you, you want to work against us and dumb down our energy. All right. So yeah, I don't know where they came from, but I want to share that. So y'all, I'm going to leave you. Go see Black Adam. Go see Black Adam, y'all. Go see it. Go see it. Go see it. Go spend $20. I don't know how much it costs. But go spend your money to go see Black Adam. Definitely a great movie to check out. If you all go see it, then leave some information in the comments. I definitely want to get you all's perspective of everything that you saw in the some pieces that I saw. But whatever you want to share as well, please feel free to share with me in the comments. And as always, I'm gonna leave you in peace and